Hi guys, I'm Lily and I'm here with trivia today. And I'm a junior at Emily Griffith, and I just like to let you guys know that we are on every Tuesday and Wednesday, and we are also doing trivias this year. So today our trivia question is, what shape would you get if you graphed an equation using the formula y equals mx plus b? I will be back later with the answer. If you didn't hear it the first half of the show, or if you just weren't watching, the question was, what shape would you get if you graphed an equation using the formula y equals mx plus b? And the answer is just a line, pretty much.
All right, that's the answer. And Becca can actually show you how to get to that answer if you were struggling to get it done in the time allowed. So Becca, why don't you show us how you do that?
Yeah, if you cut to my screen, I've got a little bit of an explanation going on over here. One thing, and if you actually look to the right of the screen, anytime in algebra they ask about the shape of a graph, what shape is this graph going to be? What is the graph going to look like? You can usually tell what the shape is going to be based on what degree the polynomial is. The way that you tell what degree it is what the highest exponent of the polynomial. For example, if I had something like this, x squared plus 3x minus 2, my highest power is a 2, and so that's a second degree polynomial. If it's a first degree polynomial, it's always going to give you the shape of a line. If it's a second degree polynomial, it'll give you the shape of a parabola, which is just kind of a U shape. If it's a third degree polynomial, it's going to give you an S curve. Fourth degree is going to give you another variation of an S curve with more bends in it, and so on and so forth. These are really the three important ones that you need to know what kind of shape that it's going to give you. Another thing that I can show you, or almost like a proof that this type of equation is going to give you a line graph, what I did is I came up with an example, y equals 2x minus 1. This is in the format of y equals mx plus b, m being your slope, which is 2, and then b being your y-intercept, which is -1. What I can do to show you what this is going to look like is do an input-output table. So if I actually find out what my outputs are with using these different x values, then you can actually plot it on a graph. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do 2 of them, because if you do 2 of them and then you connect them, you have your straight line. But so then I end up getting -4 minus 1, which is -5. So that means when x is -2, y is going to be -5. So I'm going to go over on my graph. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I kind of have to put it off the graph because I ran out of space. And then I'll do 0 as well, just so you can see. So what we're doing is we're plugging in 0 for x and then finding out what it equals. And then I end up, sorry, my work's a little smushed here. So I get -1, and that's where 0, x is 0. At another point on my graph, if I can, and you kind of can't see it because it's black, but anyways, so what will happen is this line is going to go right through that point. And I apologize for the wobbly line, but that's the whole idea. If you ever are unsure of what the shape of a graph is, you can always make an input-output table and graph points the bones of the shape. If you get 3 points and they're in a U shape, it's a pretty good guess that it's going to be a parabola. If you get 3 points and they're all in a row in a line, pretty good assumption, a pretty good guess that it's going to be a line. So you can use that input-output table to help you test it as well. But either way, you're always going to get a line for something that's in the format of mx plus b, because the highest degree is 1 in that kind of equation.